The British government wants to change the Brexit treaty, which has been negotiated for months, surprisingly in its favour. For France, a failure of the agreement is no longer excluded. At least there are already concentrated plans for this case in Paris. In view of the ongoing dispute over the shape of future relations between the UK and the EU, France is preparing even more than ever for a no-deal Brexit without an agreement. Paris is preparing support measures for areas such as fishing or tourism, which would be particularly affected, said European Minister Clément Beaune to the station France Inter. He thinks an agreement between London and Brussels is still possible, but he is concerned. The minister stressed that there must be no agreement at all costs. A bad deal that gives the British too many concessions and gives them access to our market without having to comply with our health, climate and other regulations would be a lot worse than no agreement at all, said Beaune. Great Britain left the EU on January 31st. A transitional phase is currently running until the end of the year, in which future relationships are to be regulated. Last week, the British government surprisingly announced that it would unilaterally change the Brexit agreement concluded with the EU. Prime Minister Boris Johnson wants to undermine several key provisions in the Brexit Treaty on Northern Ireland with a new single market bill. It is about the suspension of customs regulations in the trade in goods for Northern Ireland and of requirements on state aid for British companies. The EU sees the change plans as a clear violation of the withdrawal agreement. Even the British government acknowledged that it is an international breach of law, but described it as only very specific and limited. Johnson's plans weigh on the ongoing negotiations on future relations and a trade deal between the EU and the UK. They have to be concluded the very latest by mid-November, so that an agreement is in place by the end of the year if Great Britain also leaves the internal market and the customs union. Otherwise, the customs barriers will go down again in mutual trade. And if you now want to know more about European politics, YouTube has chosen another of my videos right here for you in the end screen, right next to your chance to subscribe to my channel, which I hope you already did. I'll see you in my next video. Click and enjoy. Viel Spaß!